faces in the NBA and who I think is going to take home which award. Obviously, there's 6 awards: Most Valuable Player, Defensive Player of the Year, Rookie of the Year, Sixth Man of the Year, Most Improved Player, and Coach of the Year. I'm going to be basing this my opinion on this off of comparing the stats of the players. And I have a tool here on boxscoregeeks.com that compares the stats of the players. So I'm going to go in, based off my eye test, what I've seen, look at the Vegas odds, and then compare the players and give my opinion. And I'm going to save for last the MVP award. That's the big one. That's the one everyone wants to see, so I'm going to save that one for last. But we're going to start off with the Rookie of the Year award, which is between Evan Mobley, who is the current odds-on favorite. The current odds-on favorite to win. He's at a negative 650 right now at Las Vegas Sportsbooks, compared to Scotty Barnes in Toronto. Okay, so we look at Evan Mobley, we look at Scotty Barnes, and we want to compare these guys. Okay, we're looking at totals here, that's what we want. Okay, Scotty Barnes right now putting up 20.2 points compared to Evan Mobley at 20.8, so Mobley has the advantage. Mobley also putting up 1.3 more rebounds per game, even though Scotty Barnes is putting up more assists. They are literally tied in turnovers. Tied. Both at 2.7 turnovers per game. Mobley with more than a block more per game. And Barnes both steals the ball more and fouls more. Currently, like I said, Mobley is the favorite for the Rookie of the Year, and it seems that most sports writers agree with the Vegas Sportsbook there. And because these two players are so similar, I think you have to bring in team standing and the eye test a little bit into the equation. If you were to take Evan Mobley off the Cavaliers, or if you took Scotty Barnes off of the Raptors, which one of those teams would suffer more for having lost them? And I think right now, I think that has to go, that whole team record eye test thing goes Evan Mobley's way. And I'm going to agree with what the Vegas sportsbooks are saying. I believe that the Rookie of the Year award is Evan Mobley's to lose. So I'd say, right now that he would be my pick. The Cavaliers, with him on the team, have unexpectedly gone to the 6th seed in the Eastern Conference. They were a little bit higher than that at one point in the season, I think, but the Celtics have jumped them to take the 5th spot. The Celtics have won 4 games in a row now. And although the Raptors have been better than I expected this season, and Scotty Barnes has definitely been a part of that. He's a very dynamic player, athletic. They're still 3 games back of the Cavaliers, and I would say that, I don't know, I think the supporting cast in Toronto is maybe, I don't know how to word this, but I just feel that Toronto would not be that much worse without Scotty Barnes. They'd maybe go from 7th to 9th or something, but I believe that without Evan Mobley, it's very realistic that the Cavaliers would not be in the playoff picture at all. I think they would go from 6th to like 10th in the Eastern Conference, if not maybe even 11th or 12th. That's just my opinion. I think Evan Mobley has been a big part of their success this season. So for Rookie of the Year, I'm going to agree with the Vegas sports books, and I'm going to go with Evan Mobley. Now we go to the 6th Man of the Year awards, and this one is pretty much a one-player race at this point. Tyler Hero is the massive favorite in this regard, as sitting at a negative 2,000, whereas Kelly Oubre, who is the second place player for this award, is at plus 2,500. Plus 2,500. Which is just insane. Tyler Hero is scoring 30.5 points per game, which is nearly 3 points more than Kelly Oubre. He's getting more rebounds, 3.7 more assists, although he is getting 2 more turnovers. Kelly Oubre gets more blocks and steals, but Kelly Oubre also fouls a lot more. Kelly Oubre, he is in Charlotte, where they are currently out of the playoff picture. They're the 9th seed. I guess they'd be in the play-in round, actually. I always forget about the play-in. But Tyler Hero's Heat is firmly in the playoff picture. They are currently the 1 seed in the Eastern Conference. They're the 1 seed. They're 2 games ahead of the Milwaukee Bucks. Although the Bucks are on a 6-game win streak and the Heat lost their last game, so maybe that will shift here in the coming weeks. But for now, as of the time I'm recording this video, the Heat are the 1st seed, and Tyler Hero, who is starting in his place. Hold on, Miami Heat starting lineup. Who's starting at the 2 guard? Duncan Robinson. Okay, so their starting lineup is Lowry, Robinson, Butler, Tucker, Adebayo. And then you have Tyler Hero coming off the bench and putting up 30 points per game. So I'm going to also agree with the Vegas consensus on this. And I'm going to say that Tyler Hero is my pick for 6th Man of the Year. Okay, now we move to Defensive Player of the Year, and this one is actually pretty close between Rudy Gobert and Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rudy Gobert is only at negative 160 right now, although Giannis is a plus 425. At one point, Draymond Green was leading the odds here. Even I think 2 months ago, Draymond Green was the odds-on favorite, but he has now dropped all the way down to 6th place. Just a massive drop-off from Draymond. I think that overall the Warriors' odds, everything have kind of gone down a little bit. But Rudy Gobert, the slight favorite right now over Giannis Antetokounmpo. Rebounds, that massively favors Rudy Gobert. He is getting nearly 6 more rebounds per game than Giannis. He's turning over the ball a lot less. Rudy Gobert has 1 more block per game, although Giannis is getting about half a steal more per game compared to Gobert. So Rudy Gobert is the favorite, and I think that those rebounds are maybe what will get him the award in the end. But honestly, I do want to say it's Rudy, and I think Rudy probably deserves it, and I think did he win it last year? Maybe. But I think that although Rudy Gobert is very sound defensively and he's a sound player overall, it seems like a lot of people in the NBA and the NBA media landscape do not like Rudy Gobert for one reason or another. And I think that even though Rudy is perhaps more sound defensively, his play on defense is not very flashy, whereas Giannis, although statistically he gets fewer blocks, as we saw, he is a flashier defensive player. His blocks are more emphatic, his rebounds, heavier, all that stuff. So I think the narrative could perhaps shift to Giannis, especially if Giannis is out of the MVP race. So although I think Rudy Gobert deserves the award, I think that Giannis Antetokounmpo will end up winning the award. Now, third place is Jaren Jackson Jr., and that's actually a very interesting consideration, but I don't think Jaren Jackson Jr. is going to get in. So I'm going to go with Giannis Antetokounmpo winning DPOY. Okay, now here's the one that I'm going to break with the convention here. The current favorite for most improved player is Ja Morant. Now, Ja Morant was already very good, wasn't he? Like, Ja Morant was considered like a top 10 point guard in the league, I think, by a lot of people. I certainly consider him one of the best point guards in the league, one of the best young point guards in the league especially. I mean, he's up there in the conversation with guys like Luka for like best young players in the league. Like, Ja Morant has been good. And my personal opinion on most improved player is it should be a player who was bad or mediocre, and then they became good out of the blue over the course of one season. So to me, Ja Morant, I'm going to read the top 5 here. Ja Morant is the favorite, negative 1400. Below Morant is Miles Bridges in Charlotte, but I don't think Miles Bridges is going to get it. There just isn't enough traction around Charlotte. Darius Garland is a plus 1500. Darius Garland's been good, so I could actually see the argument for that. DeJounte Murray in San Antonio. And Anthony Simons in Portland. And there is the pick my heart wants. I have been on since the CJ McCollum trade and Damian Lillard sitting out hurt. I have been all about the Anthony Simons for Most Improved Player award. He has stepped up, and he is now like a number 1 option on the Trailblazers with Dame out and with CJ traded. Anthony Simons has been putting up like massive games. He has been hurt the last little while, but he's going to come back. And his level of play and leadership, he's finally stepped into that role in like year 3. I think this is year 3 for him. He's finally stepped into that role as a young guy, because I think he's only like 20 or 21. So my personal pick is Anthony Simons for Most Improved Player. Who do I think is actually going to win it? Probably Ja Morant. But if I am picking, and this is my video, so I'm picking Anthony Simons for MIP, and I hope that the voters pick him as well. Okay, then we go to Coach of the Year. The current favorite is Monty Williams in Phoenix followed by JB Bickerstaff and Taylor Jenkins. Now, the Monty Williams pick is weird to me because the Suns were just in the finals last year, and they're doing really good this year. And when I think of Coach of the Year, I think of somebody who came in and turned around a situation, right? That's my understanding of it. A coach who was able to make a difference and change the trajectory of the team just based on their coaching. And Phoenix was already good, and they're good again, so what exactly did Monty Williams do? I don't know. But JB Bickerstaff in Cleveland, that's a team that went from 0 to not 100, but 75. But my personal pick here, and the person that I think has done the best job coaching and getting the most out of his players compared to what they were doing before, is Taylor Jenkins in Memphis. The Memphis Grizzlies last season were a team on the up and up, but they weren't really there yet. But now the Grizzlies are, firmly in the upper echelon of the Western Conference, I'm pretty sure. Let me go back to the standings. I'm pretty sure that they are. Let's go to the Western Conference. Yeah, the Grizzlies are the 2 seed. The Memphis Grizzlies are the 2nd seed in the Western Conference. Where were they last season? I think 9th or 8th, 9th or 10th, something like that. But he's completely turned that team around. Obviously, talent coming in and out of the team has changed things as well, but my personal pick for Coach of the Year, I have to go Taylor Jenkins. I think he's done a phenomenal job. Now, we get to the big one, which is NBA MVP, the Most Valuable Player Award. The current odds-on favorite to win the award is Joel Embiid, although his odds are the shortest odds of any award, yet he is only at a minus 120. For instance, Rudy Gobert is a minus 160, and his award was considered in danger, basically. So if Rudy Gobert is in danger of losing out, DPOY at a minus 160, then at a minus 120, Joel Embiid is not a lock at all. And I do have an opinion on this. I'm looking between Jokic and Embiid. In my opinion, those are really the only 2 choices. Jokic is currently at a plus 260. Giannis is at a plus 600. Then 4th place is John Morant at a plus 1000. So for me, I think I have to go Jokic, Embiid. Those are the only people I'm really looking at. And let's compare. Embiid, he has 3.6 more points per game compared to Nikola Jokic. Okay, Jokic has 4 more assists per game than Embiid. Jokic has 2.7 more rebounds per game. He's shooting at a higher 3-point percentage, although Embiid is shooting at a higher free throw percentage, and Jokic has played 7 more games than Embiid. But this is something I want to talk about, and a criticism that I have seen a lot of over the last little while with regards to Joel Embiid. And that is what I just talked about, his free throw percentage. Joel Embiid is shooting 82% from the free throw line, but he is getting so many free throw attempts per game. So many. He's getting a majority of his points at the line. Nikola Jokic, he is shooting 8.4 free throw attempts per game. Okay. The average center in the NBA shoots 5.4 free throws per game. Joel Embiid is shooting 16.9 free throws per game. Nearly 17 free throws for Joel Embiid. And, yeah, if he's shooting at 82%, which he is, so 82%. So let's do 16.9 times 0.82. So Joel Embiid is getting roughly 13 to 14 points per game from the free throw line, and he's only averaging 29. So if we do, let's see, because he's averaging 29.7, right? 29.7 divided by 13.825, which is how many points he's getting off free throws. Hold on, I messed up. 13.825. I have to do it the other way around. 13.825 divided by 29.7. 47%. 47% of Joel Embiid's points are coming from the free throw line. 47%. Almost half of Joel Embiid's points are coming from the free throw line. Now let's do the same thing with Jokic. Okay, let's do the same thing with Jokic. Jokic is getting 8.4 free throw attempts per game. Okay, and he is hitting 80.3% of them. So times 0.83. So he is getting 6.972 points per game. Correct. 6.972 points per game. Where is Jokic? 26.1. So for Jokic, only 27% of his points are coming from the free throw line. Remember what I said? Embiid, almost 50%. Jokic, it is, oh my god, you can hear the hockey game playing on my desktop audio. That's embarrassing. I just now realized that. With Jokic, it's only 27%. So, that's a massive difference. And I think that ultimately that will have a bearing on the outcome, hopefully. And my personal opinion, my personal pick for MVP is Nikola Jokic. Nikola Jokic. Anyways, I'm sure there's going to be some conversation, some contention around these picks, so I'd love to hear it in the comments down below what you guys think. If you agree, if you disagree. If so, let me know why. If you liked the video, please leave a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel for more content just like this every single day. Until next time, guys.